The Super Dentist is a new client of the Scott and BR Show, and we've been talking to coaches and athletic directors and folks who run like Pop Warner organizations, or in this case, as we're talking World Cup Soccer, Doctor, this is kind of a good segue.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do such an amazing job, and I'm glad you're here because I want you to explain it to everybody, with the mouthguard program.
Right.
The days of bake sales and car washes could be long gone. If everybody uses one of your mouth guards,
Right.
you guys make a donation back to the high school football program or soccer program. Let's talk about that. Explain that, would you?
Well, of course, yeah. Mouth guards are very, very critical for every sport. In fact, some of the studies show that between 5 to 10% of athletes get a concussion in every season. That's a tremendous amount of brain injury. A concussion is basically a mild traumatic brain injury. And of course, many more get teeth fractures and braces, breakage and lip and, all sorts of injuries. So
good for your business, but bad for parents.
No,
right?
it's really, it's really bad for them because some of these injuries have lifelong they last, sometimes there's some immediate problems, but sometimes you have 20, 30 years later that patients have problems and they have, from memory losses, all sorts of problems. So mouth guards are, I think, an absolutely necessity for every sport and for males and females.
Yeah, I was telling Billy Ray, every time my daughter, who plays soccer, who's 12, goes up for a header, you see the guys at the World Cup, and they use their head to head the ball, and they pass the ball, and they're so accurate with their headers. But when I see 12-year-old girls on a punt 50 yards down the field heading the ball because their coach is standing on the sideline going, use your head.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
But don't break it.
Right, but and my daughter's never worn a mouth guard, and I want to bring her and her whole soccer club to the Super Dentist to do this.
In fact, girls in soccer are the number one reason why they get concussion, and men in football.
Explain to everybody how it works, though, because as Billy Ray and I have been describing, look, if you've got a high school football team, right, and between the varsity and the junior varsity, and let's say there's a freshman team, let's say there's 150 kids, right? They all come in to get these mouth guards. They can be customized with color for the high school team.
Yes.
But these are not the old school ones where you dip them in boiling water.
Because I think if you use, it's like you get what you pay for, right? If you use a cheap mouth guard, it makes you feel better. But when it really comes down to an injury or a concussion, it's not going to protect you very much. So if you're going to spend the time and the energy and the effort to put a mouth guard in, you might as well get something that works. So if you're going to do it, you might as well go to a dentist who specializes in it and really knows the mouth and the occlusion and the bite. So can customize a mouth guard that's actually going to do the job. So you're not just feeling better about having one in your mouth. It's actually going to protect you or protect your child when they're playing the sport.
These mouth guards they're amazing, Scotty. I mean, you've seen these flavor fusion ones, and the design on this mouth guard is ridiculous.
So we have basically two types of mouth guards. One is the ones that are, that we have them. We have them very readily available, and those are the Shock Doctor, which all the professional athletes use. And we also have customized ones that we actually specifically make for patients because patients have different bites. They may have different orthodontic devices in their mouth.
What happens if a kid has braces?
We have custom mouth guards that go for braces.
Gotcha. Okay.
Absolutely.
But the whole thing is that if you brought 150 kids in to an office, and you've got 4 offices, Oceanside, Carmel Valley, East Lake, and Chula Vista.
Yeah, and growing.
Okay,
other places,
right.
Yeah.
And I've told Billy Ray, this is like the Disneyland of dentist office. It's the most spectacular place you've ever seen. I like to just go and hang out and play. But that's just me. But the thing is when, like, if a high school football coach is listening right now, he goes, well, how do I bring my whole team or the whole program? How would you guys do that?
Well, actually, I would say please contact us so we can organize it. But the way we usually do it is on a Saturday or after hours or something. We schedule the whole day about it. And we have the whole team come. We have all of our staff there. We take impressions. We actually we look at their mouth, make sure their bite is good. If they have a specific need for a specific custom-made mouth guard, then we make sure we address that. And then we make it. It's really amazing. We're going to treat them like professional athletes and take great care of them.
And then when it's all said and done, for every mouthpiece that you guys sell, and these are really inexpensive. I mean,
that's right. We actually, there's no place in the county that patients can get these mouth guards at a lower price. But on top of it, for every mouth guard that we give to athletes, we actually donate part of that back to the athletic program.
Right. Wow. So if you had
awesome.
200 kids come in, you're talking about instantaneously $1,000 for the athletic program.
Exactly. Yeah. What a better way to raise funding that every athletic program needs.
If you were a soccer club in San Diego and you had 1,000 kids in your club, that's $5,000 for your club. I mean, again, I keep saying it, bake sales and car washes. Those days are long gone. Dr. Haas, it's good to see you.
Well, good to see you. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for asking me to come by.
Yeah, super-dentist.com/sports.
Well done.
Super-dentist.com/sports. All the information is there. You're a high school coach. high school athletic director, whether it's soccer or football or lacrosse or whatever sport it is, your kid should have customized mouth guards from our friends at the Super Dentist.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, what a pleasure. And by the way, nice analysis on the World Cup, by the way. You know?
Just ask me, come back anytime.
And do you
Let's see who wins it.
Will you do any dental work tomorrow in the afternoon?
No, we're actually
you'll be
we're
watching
just talking to one of my coworkers that, hey, we got to skip the 12 o'clock. Just disappear for a couple hours to our afternoon. I hope none of my patients or my staff are listening.
Doctor, a pleasure to visit with you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
4:17 in the afternoon. On the way,